In my view, to becoming a successful person, one and only one thing, that is to be a obstinate, to be a stubborn, to be a mad, have a hunger. A person who was waving a bat in the cricket field and he was announcing loudly that I will beat down, I will win, I will secure this trophy for my nation, for my country, while the dead body of his father was lying at home. Let me take you one more interesting thing. Many of my subscribers or followers used to ask a question that to becoming a successful, is there a need of good education? Is there a need of good skill? Is there a good need of opportunity? Is there a good need of company? Is there a good need of friends? My reply always comes with this, that you need only one skill, that is madness. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, your motivational speaker Shahzad with a wonderful topic, with amazing motivation of the day. One skill is apt enough to becoming a successful, and that skill is madness. If you like this video, request to share it among your friend, your colleague, and if you have not subscribed my channel yet, you are requested to subscribe my channel as well. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to tell you about a few mad personalities. I will take you those mad personalities, what they did and how their madness is quite obvious, how their madness is really apparent to us. The number one, Elon Musk sale his properties were having a net worth of more than $100 billion. He sold all those properties and he went to live on a rented house. He did not care that where he will get a shelter, where he will live. He was selling his dream house. He was selling his dream properties. So, ladies and gentlemen, that person became a successful world richest person after investing that money in his business. That was his madness. He damn care about ideas, what his mind was saying, that you are becoming mad, you are losing your own house, you are losing your own properties, and business is risk. There may exist such a thought. He damn care about such a thought. The second mad personality, my favorite cricket man, Mr. Virat Kohli. The dead body of his father was at home and he was playing a cricket for a single second. Just sit and imagine how mad he was. He has not cared about the word of the people, what the word people will use for him. People will ask a question, people will raise a question that his father dead body is at home and he was playing in the field. How mad he was. And he was announcing loudly that I will beat down, I will cut down, I will knock down, I will win for my country, I will secure for my country. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take you one more great personality, that is Thomas Edison. He failed 1,000 times. Imagine how mad he was behind his passion. And finally, after the failureness, after bearing the failureness of 1,000 times, he became a successful to bring about this bulb in this world. And that was a great invention, because this bulb stood best replacement of the sun. How mad he was that. We have a hell lot of excuses in our life. Seriously, even if we have a small flu, we have excuses that I'm too much tired, I'm not feeling well, I have to take rest. We used to compromise upon such things. With a very little things, we have excuses. We used to quit about. We used to postpone goal. So this is what we are not making an advancement in our future. I would like to take you one more mad personality. That is Dashant Manji. His wife was died because he could not take him on time to the hospital. He was living in the mountain. 260-meter long mountain was there on his way. A 40-meter taller and almost 150-meter wide mountain was there. After the death of his wife, he determined that he will cut down, he will break down that mountain, he will make a pave, he will make a way for his people, that the easy transportation He will make easier transportation for his people so that they have access to the doctors, they have access to the hospital. Ladies and gentlemen, you have heard about the story of Shiri and Farhad. You read about that story. That was mere a story. But this is the live truth that he was alone. He took a hammer, broken that mountain. What was obstacle on the way of his village access to the doctors? Ladies and gentlemen, for these things you have to become a really mad. You have heard about this founder of Alibaba Express, Jack Ma. Once upon a time he went for a job. He went in a KFC. He asked them to hire him as a waiter, but KFC management refused to accept him. They said that get out. You're not eligible to become a waiter with the KFC. That was the time. Take it as a challenge. Now he is the founder of Alibaba Express, the China #1 e-commerce founder. Ladies and gentlemen, life is not bed of roses. If you have a goal, if you have any destination, if you want to become a successful, you have to give a pain to yourself. You have to become a mad behind your passion. You have to become a mad behind your goal. You have to become a mad behind your destination. In our society, a person, I'm talking about a young boy, girlfriend reject him. He becomes so much disappointed. If anybody asks from him that what happened to you, nothing happened, my friend. Even he could not reply. We used to drown us in a disappointment. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to take it as a revenge, and your revenge will be like this. I oftenly used to say this, that always nourish your anger. Don't expose your anger in the form of frustration. You need not to react. In fact, you need to respond. And your response will be like this. You have to make yourself capable enough. You have to make yourself eligible enough. You have to make yourself greater enough for what you were running behind. She will come behind you. The Helen of Troy will come behind you, and she will ask you, yeah, that you are only my desire. I will address to my friends who are working in the corporate sector. If they are being rejected with the internal promotion, there is the influence of a recommendation. There is a influence of the favorite people to the management. They need not to quit about that. They have to make their input greater enough that their company, their management may become able to think about this, that we are not having alternate, we are not having eligible enough staff that can put such a great input to the company growth. If anybody is snatching your right, if anybody is ignoring you, you have to nourish your anger inside you. And your angerness, again I'm talking about this, your angerness should not come in the form of frustration that it may harm anybody, but it should come like this, that they may become able to think about you. You have to bring about the time the people who rejected you, they come behind you and they start thinking that you are best enough, you are best fit enough for that position. And those people who rejected you, who never accepted you in the society, who ignored you, you have to bring about that time that those people will be standing behind you to take your autograph, to take a selfie with you. Ladies and gentlemen, society is there to put only obstacle. You need not to care about that. You have to become mad about your passion. You need to start working on that. You know what? India and Pakistan, the countries like India and Pakistan, they are in top 10 in those countries where the committing suicide is a very high. The people used to think about this, that this is a permanent solution. Suicide is a permanent solution to get rid from their problems, to say goodbye to their problem. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you need to keep this thing in your mind, that this suicide, to becoming a disappointed, to committing a suicide, that is not a permanent solution, but it is the transformation of problem from one generation to another generation. You are leaving your problem for your next generation. You have to become bold enough. You have to become a stronger enough to cope with, to deal with those problems. In our society, if we are having electricity bill, utility bill more than 50,000, the poor persons of our society, they you start thinking about to commit a suicide. If a one person is rejected from a girl, he start thinking that his life has been ruined. He has nothing left in this world. He start thinking that the world has ended. Dear, you need not to quit about that. You have to become a stronger enough. You have to become a greater enough that your problems will be smashed with your success. That was it for today. Jazakallah.